Good morning, crypto maniacs. It's the voice of the blockchain here. Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thanks for tuning in. We're back after some technical difficulties today. It seems like all week we've been getting knocked offline during our live streams. And we have question whether this is an attack on the boomers out here, because I've been seeing other live streamers that toe the line there with the political correctness also been getting knocked offline as well during their live stream. So some are saying that the PC police is targeting us. So that's what it is. Today we're talking about a Bitcoin ally at the World Bank, possible Bitcoin ally at the World Bank. Apparently Trump might pick this Bitcoin optimist to lead the World Bank. We'll be talking about that and sharing our opinions out there. But first, let me shout out everybody that's tuning in, that's sticking with me during these technical difficulties out here. We got knocked off a few times, and I'm doing whatever I can on my end to make sure that it's no funny bunny or baby bear stuff on my end. That's why I took a moment there to restart everything, make sure we're crossing our T's, dotting our I's. And apparently we've been doing the same thing we're doing while the stream is in green, but sometimes it looks like the bad guys want to target us, and at this point we're really questioning the shadow ban. Let me shout out all the boomers that are here. Make sure you're touching the buttons, like, subscribe, post notification bell, the ding ding. We're live. We're back with the good crypto energy. They can't stop. They won't stop us out there. Hashtag bad boy and the whole crypto family out there. Drop a comment here in the population of the chat box. Let me know if you read me loud and clear out there, boomers. I only see, what, 2 or 3 boomers just tuning in right now. We had about 20 before we got knocked off and sniped. I'm hoping you guys are getting your post notifications, but I'm not too confident about that. Either way, we're going to go ahead and continue and push this line forward and continue swinging the bat out here, stepping up to bat every single day. Today, we're talking about a possible Bitcoin ally at the World Bank. But first, let me go ahead and check out today's coin market cap. That's what we were doing before we got knocked off. Have you checked out EOS Dice staking? No, but I've seen different apps there with EOS, but not specifically EOS Dice. How I made. I'll check it out when I have some time. Let's check out today's math out here, guys. Turn off these coins and hit refresh. Comment there and let me know if you read me. I see how I made stepping into the box and others. And you guys are probably recongregating after we were blasted here with an IED and knocked offline. They attacked on the right flank, and that's what it is. Willie T, the man is on us. Yeah, Willie T, I see you out there, and we're doing our best to shake him off, shake the haters off, shake the algorithms off, shake the PC police off. They don't want us spreading that good positive word out there. They don't want us speaking the truth unless it lines up with what they with their agenda. So that's what it is. Bitcoin currently at 34.74. Market cap at 113 billion. Bitcoin dominance at 53.5. It hasn't moved more. Most people are sticking with their coin, it appears. I don't see people moving out of Bitcoin into the altcoins because the dominance hasn't changed that much. And then the opposite is also true. I don't see many dumping their altcoins for Bitcoin. So that's what it is. Ripple is still number 2, which is sad news in my opinion. Smells like central banking. This is the Trojan horse. And I wouldn't be surprised if the World Bank tries to adopt this one. We'll be talking about it as well. Ethereum at 106, looking slimmer than slim on an intermittent fast. Will this be the death of Ethereum, or does it have a few more good runs up on it? I don't know. I hope so. And we've been doing our best to send these packages over there to Vitalik with whey protein, testosterone cypionate, whatever it takes to get him pumping back in the gym and lifting this weight of Ethereum up. But apparently, like we've said before, Ripple has intercepted some packages. It has been reported, and they have swapped it out for soy, guys. So it looks like Ether's taking more soy than they are whey protein or any type of testosterone. EOS is also breathing down its neck at 233 out there, and I like EOS, although some people don't. Okay, that's what it is. We have How I Made talking about EOS Dice. I don't know much about that, but I know there's a lot of dApps and there's a community running on EOS. We're going to be talking more about that in the future. Bitcoin Cash at 116. Litecoin is up today. Okay, the Lite's at 32 bucks. Tron there at 2 cents. Stellar slipping in the rankings at 8 cents. Satoshi Vision doesn't move. It's still number 10. We got Cardano number 11 at 3 cents. And then Binance slugging today. It's up almost 7%, 6.5% basically. Binance, we've talked about it. Is this the Amazon of crypto? Okay, is this the new Amazon of crypto? It looks like they're positioning themselves to be big hitters in the crypto space. They already are, but it looks like things may continue to grow as they plan for a decentralized exchange, as they just implemented credit card purchases for crypto, and their movements appear to be strong. Monero at $43, IOTA at 25 cents, Dash at 67, and Neo and Ethereum Classic all there. Neo's up at 698, Ethereum Classic 393. I liked Ether Classic, but I dumped it out the box out there after the 51% attack, and after, you know, its performance is just not, you know, I'm not a believer right now. I don't know what to tell you guys. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. I liked Ether, and I like the fact Ether Classic stuck to the original chain, but I haven't heard much news. And ever since they had this upgrade that they're trying to implement on Ethereum with the proof of stake or whatnot. I know they halted it for later of February, but some miners jumped on it, and it was revealed that that chain split had more hash power than Ethereum Classic. So that kind of deterred me away from Ether Classic. I like the ethos, but I'm wondering if people are going to stick around securing that blockchain. Indeed. Shout out to CryptoZilla, How I Made, Willie T, and the rest of the kaboomers that are tuning into this live broadcast. Man the foxholes and guard the lines, indeed. Do I have any updates on EOS Rex? No. I have not been doing any updates on EOS this week, and I will focus on it in the coming weeks, but I haven't been focused on it, just to be honest with you, How I Made. Seems like EOS and Tron taking over the dApps on dApp Radar. Yeah, absolutely. We've talked about that. You could check out dApp Radar, and you can also check out State of the dApps to see what dApps are being most used out there, and you're exactly right out there, How I Made. It looks like the dApps that are on EOS and Tron are taking over. It looks like a slow death for Ether out there. Now, I like Ether. Okay, I still got a little baby bag over there, and I'm waiting for it to kaboom. But again, you know, Vitalik has not shown us the will to push weight. So that's what it is. Someone get him in the gym, and let's get him on some deadlifts or something, guys. I need to, you know, him putting on some weight. We'll start him just with the bar, or just a, you know, 25s, a 45, whatever's comfortable for him, so that he could be doing his reps, and we can do some progressive overload with the young baby bear cub out there, because he's definitely looking funny, funny bunny. That'll get sniped, and it's definitely looking like a dancing baby bear cub right now. So, you know, that's what it is. Tron and EOS are moving forward. Boom. Shout out to the crypto maniacs that are in the box out there. Let's talk about the headline here. Bitcoin ally at the World Bank, ? And this is out of ccn.com. I'll show the article here on the screen. It's also linked down below, so if you guys would like to read it in its entirety. Donald Trump might pick this Bitcoin optimist to lead the World Bank. Now, Trump is considering El Erain for the World Bank president. Okay, so I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but this gentleman, as opposed to the last gentleman that was at the World Bank, Utterman, he said that the regulators should outline cryptocurrency. El Ryan has called Bitcoin disruptive tech that could play a major role in the future of peer-to-peer transactions. So it seems like at least he's open to it. Now, I don't know if this is a Trojan horse, and I'm always scared with these bankers getting involved with the bits and the blockchain and the whole Crip walk. So, you know, I got my sniper scope on El Ryan, and let's see if he's legit with it. So, granted, El Erain, excuse me if I'm not mispronouncing that, is not exactly a crypto bull. In fact, not so long ago, he was considered a bear. In late Q3 2017, for instance, he warned that crypto investors had massively overvalued Bitcoin pricing in mass adoption and much more rapidly than was feasible. The current pricing assumes massive adoption, and I don't think governments will allow the amount of adoption that's currently priced in. So he wasn't all of a bull with the bits, but if you can check out this interview that he did, I believe with Yahoo, and I'll go ahead and share the audio. Maybe we won't get flagged here for sharing this content. You could see his statements that, you know, Bitcoin is a buy under 5,000, basically what he's saying. So let's go ahead and share some audio. This is a short clip from the possible new president of the World Bank talking about crypto. The gentleman's name is El Arian or Erain. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that, but, you know, you guys could read it. You know who I'm talking about. So let's listen to a short bit of audio here from this gentleman.
We've developed a cheat code.
And they're going to run some ads first. I'm going to go ahead and mute that. Wait another 10 seconds for this ad to pass over, and we'll listen to the audio. I'm not going to share the video in hopes that we don't get flagged here for, you know, any content strikes or anything like that. So.
About crypto. We love talking about where that space is on this show. And in June, I saw that you said that you thought if Bitcoin sunk below 5,000, it would be a buy. It got as low as 6,000 in July, and obviously the entire market has been very bearish all of 2018. What's your take on where crypto is going? Is it dead, or has its death been greatly exaggerated?
Crypto's not dead, and certainly the underlying technology is not dead. We're going to see more widespread adoption by both the private and public sector of the blockchain technology and related technologies. In terms of crypto, what you're getting is a realization that adoption is not going to be as big and as quickly as the proponents of crypto would like. And that's why I think that for me, at 5,000, it's reasonable, and that's how I felt in June. I then saw it go all the way up to 8,000 plus. So, I think it's going to be there. It's going to last for a long time. It's going to play a role in the ecosystem, but it's not going to be the currency that a lot of the proponents would like it to be.
And there you go. That was a short clip of an interview with a possible World Bank president that may be appointed by Trump. Now, someone couldn't explain this to me. Does Trump just appoint the World Bank presidents, or how's that necessarily work? Because it doesn't make much sense to me. But either how, that's the headline out there, that this gentleman El Erain, that he's okay with Bitcoin. He thinks it's a good buy under 5,000, and that what we need is more adoption. So, what he said again was that we're getting is the realization the adoption is not going to be as big and as quick as the proponents of crypto would like. And, that seems like a fair statement. The adoption is not as quick and as big as people would like, but it's going to be there. It's going to last for a long time. It's going to play a role in the ecosystem, but it's not going to be the currency that a lot of proponents would like it to be. And let's see, whether that's true or not. We have seen that, Bitcoin is not working as the peer-to-peer cash that some people would like it to be. It's appearing more like a store of value at this moment. That's why other coins like Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, and others, are trying to fill that role of peer-to-peer electronic cash. So drop a comment there in the population of the chat box. Is this a good thing or not? This article goes on to say regarding this gentleman, I lost my spot there, that El Erain, excuse me if I'm mispronouncing that, would certainly fit the billing as the World Bank president. It seems very plausible that he could continue to promote cryptocurrency and blockchain initiatives at the organization, even as these techs begin to fall out of vogue. Now, that sounds good on the surface, but I'm questioning here, boomers, if if he's going to promote funny bunny cryptos like Ripple or anything else that's centralized. So you got to keep an eye on them. Make sure they're legit out there. Let me know what you think. Drop a comment here in the population of the chat box. Let me restore the chat to make sure that I'm up to date and reading your guys' comments out here. We got 11 crypto maniacs here in the box. Nano Joe is saying that gold is the highest it's been over in 8 months. And yeah, we've been looking at it slightly. A couple of the boomers been mentioning precious metals, and we've shared the charts here. Last time we checked, gold was somewhere around 1,300, and silver following a similar trajectory. And like I've said so many times before, crypto is not in competition with the precious metals. In fact, I believe they work in tandem. They're very similar, and I would call them brothers out there. They're definitely in the family. If they're not brothers, they're cousins. Nano Joe says the Rothschilds owed the World Bank, I think. So that's so does that mean they're for crypto? These are the questions I'm asking out there, Nano Joe. You got to keep one eye open, the other eye's closed on the sniper scope of that Bitcoin rifle. You don't know if they're trying to act friendly with blockchain tech, and then they try to swap it out for a funny bunny one like Ripple. Okay, so, just because they're saying they're crypto friendly, blockchain friendly, doesn't mean that they're going to, be free with it and they're going to boom with the bits. So I don't know. I'm still a little weary. I'm asking questions, but that's what the headline is, that Donald Trump might pick this gentleman that believes that Bitcoin is a buy under 5,000. This is in opposition to the gentleman, whoever was heading the bank, Utterman, okay, or Uterman, he argued that regulators should outlaw crypto. So, you know, the guy that's there now, or that was there, he was anti-crypto. So the fact that this gentleman is not anti-crypto from what we see seems to attract some crypto boomers. But I would proceed with caution and tread lightly. We don't know if they're setting up for the okie doke out there, Nano Joe. And that's why I'm always weary about the rips, and, you know, I'm not believing in it. What's up with the live stream? YouTube is on some BS, champ. I know, Derek, I know. And it's not on my end. I'm going to keep it 1,000 with you. I got everything set up like I always have it set up. And, you know, it seems like they want to pick a fight with the champ. This week we've been knocked off how many times out there? You know, it's funny, Bunny, and we'll continue to address this. It looks like some of the YouTubers that are live streaming and they have content that is arguably not PC according to the PC police standards out there. The normies and the NPCs out there, they are being sniped off their live streams as well, or buffered their live streams or whatnot. And it's funny, Bunny. It's funny, Bunny. I don't think it's anything on my end. And to be extra secure, I cut the live stream off, restarted the modem, and made sure that everything here in the building was not online. So it's nothing on my end. But I'm glad that you know that you know, it's not on Champ's end. Revolution is in the box. Kaboom. Shout out to the crypto general, the Cardano general out there. I see you, Revolutionist. The bankers can make any coin they want, number one, as they hold the cash. Indeed, indeed. As long as the cash is worth something, they can play with the funny bunny cash. But as long as, you know, people start realizing the cash is funny bunny and that cash gets hyperinflated, they're going to need more and more lies in order to make the normies believe them. So that's what it is out there. Derek McLean says, I know Champ at YouTube is picking on you ever since you mentioned the Jews. Yeah, or Israel. I know. You know, you can't even say those words nowadays without being sniped out the box out here. So, you know, let's see if they mess with this live stream. That's what it is. Nano said YouTube redid their algorithm. Now when you search conspiracy theories, they have made it so none of that stuff shows up unless you scroll to the last pages. They're censoring now. Yeah, I know. We've I don't know if we've mentioned that, but I know about that. I heard those things that YouTube did change their algorithms, and now they're not putting things that skirt the line on their community guidelines. So what they say is that these videos are not necessarily violating their guidelines, but they're coming too close, and because of that, they're going to change the algorithm in their search results. Now, you know, although we've talked about certain conspiracy theories out here, I wouldn't label this a conspiracy channel. This is Champagne Crypto, the voice of the blockchain out here, and we've been talking about blockchain tech and Bitcoin since very beginning. It just happens to be that, you know, people want to know more about possible censorship, and, you know, they throw you in that conspiracy category. You know, that's what it is out there. Revolutionist says Ripple is their exit from banks to cryptos. Yeah, that could be, Revolutionist. That's what I've been saying. It looks like the Trojan horse out there, and I want nothing to do with it. Jigger Rome says the elites don't want us learning from each other. They want to keep us indoctrinated in schools. Right, the indoctrination camps, the schools out there in the public schooling system. You know, it's getting worse out there. I see more people opting for the possibility of homeschooling their children because, you know, they're being told lies out there, guys. So, you know, that's what it is. Today, we're doing 2 live streams, guys. We're going to be talking about crypto today on this live stream. We've just talked about the possible Bitcoin ally at the World Bank. We're going to fire it up soon on our second live stream. We could talk about whatever you guys like to talk about. Generally, on Fridays, I like to talk about crypto diet and exercise, but we've also had open discussions out there, and Champ is not scared of talking about anything. We'll get, you know, if we get knocked off, we'll re-upload it, but I do have to take Chris Cantu's advice out there. I should have a second platform where you guys can congregate, just as, in case I wake up one day and they take down the whole channel, because I've seen it happen to others out there, boomers. And I'm not even going that hard on them. I haven't even opened up the sniper rifle yet. So, you know, I feel like I'm still treading lightly. I mean, I haven't even, you know, unleashed the bulls on them, guys. So, you know, wait till we do that. I mean, if I take off the safety, you know, possibility is they may just knock me off immediately. They don't want to see Champ without the safety on it. So that's what it is. I'm trying to keep it, you know, I know we're up in the mornings. The kids may be listening, and I want to keep this PC for my standards, but even that seems to be ruffling a few feathers out there. Derek McLean says the banks are pumping gold. I don't know. I don't know if that's true, but I think that some people, I think what it is that some people are moving to gold because the financial system is not gaining the trust that they expect. You know, it's not earning the people's trust. It's looking funny bunny, so they go on to gold. But I'll tell you this, if you're buying gold online and you're just buying like a stock in gold or a paper, paper gold, that's not good. It's not good. If you're really a gold holder, go to and buy the physical metal and store it in your bag, guys. If you don't hold the gold, the silver, if you don't hold your private keys, then you're just letting someone else hold your bag, and you're letting Big Daddy handle it for you. So don't be a crypto cuck or a cuck of any sorts, and make sure you handle your own out there, not someone else's. Champ Unleashed, and there goes the Easter Bunny and his family. I see you, CryptoZilla. Litecoin is the official UN Agenda 21 coin. I don't know, but let me know more about that. I've never heard that before. Jigger Rome says the elites don't want us learning from each other. They want us to keep us indoctrinated in school. Yeah, you're right. Especially with these live streams, being that there's open chats out here, I've noticed that other YouTubers are being sniped out the box as well. So, and they're going harder than champagne. So, if you don't hold it, you don't own it. Absolutely, revolutionists. Let this be a lesson for all the boomers out there. Don't keep your money on somebody else's exchange out there. Okay, make sure you take off take the crypto off the exchange, throw it in your own wallet. Make sure you secure your own bag. And furthermore, you should be thinking the same thing with these banks. You think that you have a big retirement. They send you a statement with saying that here's what your stuff is worth. But are you really holding the bag? No, this thing could change at any moment. The market could change, and they'll send you a new statement saying that your stuff is worthless. So unless you hold the physical asset in your hand, unless you own the physical private keys on a piece of paper, or you store it on a hardware wallet, guys, you've been duped already. Okay, it's just a promise out there. Okay, even if you think that you have X amount on your retirement, it's not guaranteed out there, boomers. It's not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed. You're just getting an IOU. Big Daddy is sending you a statement trying to make you feel better and pat you on the back out there. So, make sure, in my opinion, again, this is just my personal opinion. Champ is not your investment advisor. I'm not your crypto daddy out here, and I'm not going to hold your private keys. Okay. In my opinion, you need to do it yourself. If you feel some type of way, okay, then go to Big Daddy and ask for a FDIC insured bank account and do it like an NPC. But this is not the place for you. We'll snipe you out the box out there. Shout out to Derek. Captain James says the government is fronting like they control the future of Bitcoin. Right. I think you're right there, Captain James. This is a runaway train. Do we hear it? All aboard. All aboard. Boom. At this point, I think they have no other option but to try to act like they're friendly with it and maybe swap it out for a Ripple coin. That's what it is. Champ, are you familiar with Da Vinci J? He just did an interview on SGD Reports YouTube. Very good info about crypto and precious metal. He sees Bitcoin going to 30K. Yeah, I think I'd seen Da Vinci J. I think I seen him. I think Marlon Jones let me know about him. I subscribe. Was it the same gentleman that was at the Davos this week? I've seen some of his videos. I really haven't listened much, but my understanding is that Da Vinci made some solid Bitcoin predictions back in like 2011 or 2012, and he's been seen as a crypto influencer. I do follow SGT Report, and I've seen his channel, and he's been knocked off the box a few times as well. He doesn't do live streams, though, and I'm sure if he did, he'd probably be buffered as well. Anyone want me to hold their gold and silver for a 3% yearly fee? But if you want it back, half of it will go to walkies over to half of it will go walkies over to my pile. Yeah, if you guys want Big Daddy to hold your bag, revolutionists will do it for a low fee out there. Nano Joe says yes, it was. Okay. Derek McLean says, Champ, did you hear about the 70% wealth tax they want to do in the U.S. on income over 10 mil? Yeah, I heard about that. The lefties are trying to tax everybody. And, listen, at the bottom line is if you want to take money from someone else to give it to someone else, who's going to do it? Okay. At the end of the day, you need to either do it by force or not. Okay. How you're going to force people? In my opinion, it's theft. Okay, they just want to steal from this guy to give to the other guy. And it's not a solution out there. What they should be doing is making their own money and securing their own bag out there. It seems like they want Big Daddy to help. You know, if it was up to me, we'll abolish all the income taxes, period. My understanding is the income tax was supposed to be something that was temporary, okay? And furthermore, the income tax are not paying for anything but the interest rate that the World Bank set on the loan. So, you know, really, you're just paying for interest on these centralized banking is what it is. It's really not paying for any roads or anything. That's done by property taxes. So we don't need the income tax, guys. This is funny bunny, you know, it's completely theft if you ask me. Revolutionist says he's anti-nationalist, pro-tribalism. I know you've mentioned that before. And you know I'm pro-tribal as well. But I tend to lean more towards nationalism as well. So you know maybe we disagree a little bit there, but it's all good. I'm not against the tribes though. You know that's the basic unit for some time now. It starts with you know well it would start with the family first, and then goes off to the community and the tribe. So. And then later on to the nation. But I think it should stop somewhere around, you know, the nation or the actual state. Once things get too big, they get too bureaucratic and things get out of control. And before you know it, somebody that's worth millions of dollars wants to tax you 70%. Funny bunny. Yeah, taxes should be only used for national security and building roads. And they are when they're local taxes. Like when you pay your property tax, that goes for like elementary schools, for, you know, building roads. But the income tax specifically, that's not building anything. That income tax is used to pay the interest rate that that the banks are charging the country. So it's a robbery, guys. The only people that are earning off these income taxes is the banks. And again, that's their profit. That's the interest rate that they're charging. So, and it's a runaway train too. There isn't enough money to pay back the debt. So you're always going to be in debt on the hamster wheel. So, you know, what people need to do is realize that and understand that the system's funny bunny, okay, and move over to sound cryptocurrency in the form of Bitcoin and or metals in the form of gold, silver, and others. We pay them to print our money. It sounds like a scam. Absolutely. I'm glad that Derek, you know, is realizing this, and so many others are. And it's a scam. It's a scam. You know, you're paying someone to print your money, and it costs them nothing to print the money. There is no proof of anything. Okay, the Federal Reserve hasn't even been audited, guys. They don't know. We don't even know what's on their balance sheet. It's a joke, guys. You know, as more people start to realize this, they'll move on over to something that's sound, and they won't try to ride the Ripple train, because Ripple is probably even more of a scam than the centralized bank. It's probably even more centralized. Crypto can be a means for simplifying taxes and make the money uses more transparent, but current systems are purposely confusing and multi-layered. Absolutely. It's on purpose. It's a smokescreen out there. They try to confuse you, but it's fun, and the best run government department in most countries in the world is the tax department. It's funny. Yeah, it is funny. It's definitely funny out there, CryptoZilla. But, you know, we'll continue to spread our word and our opinions. I think these baby bear taxes that are funny bunny should be sniped out the box out there. Sniped out the box immediately. Indeed, we got 18 cryptomaniacs tuning in worldwide. This is the first live stream of the day. We'll be back with a second one today. With that good crypto energy, always. Captain James says better add some crypto to that gold stash. If things crash, physical gold will not be spendable at Walmart. No, it's not. But it's always worth something. You know, the gold is sound and it's solid. I have nothing against gold. Don't sleep on silver. Don't sleep on silver out there. Silver's another boomer, and it's at a good PR right now, good price if you ask me. The revolutionist says, I'm thinking of printing my own money backed by an essential resource, fresh air, and I bet zombies would buy it. Yeah, you know, People are not tuned into the frequencies. You know, as they're saying, the world's overpopulated. You know, I don't believe in overpopulation, but it seems like there's the majority are just not intelligent. It's just like the mainstream media is dumbing down people. It's the Walking Dead out there, guys. The Walking Dead out there. The Walking Dead is a metaphor for society out there, guys. And I think that's why people subconsciously are attracted to it, because those walkers out there, those are the NPCs. And if you listen to them too much and you let them touch you with their ideology, be careful. You may become a walker too. Da Vinci J believes silver will be worth way more than gold in the future. We will see. Silver should be about 1,500 an ounce right now. The thing with silver is that the majority of the silver supply is owned by JP Morgan. They were smart and they bought most of the bag, and arguably they did a 51% attack on silver. That's what's going on. That's what they say out there, and let's see. But that's what's being said. CryptoZilla says, but crypto could eliminate audits and tax rules that are set to imprison people based on laws that even trained professionals can't fully understand. Yeah, crypto, you know, is a good solution. But again, you know, I don't even think that we should be taxing. So just throw it out the box. What we should do is eliminate that income tax and let the people have their money, you know. And listen, there's sales tax, there's property tax, there's all kinds of taxes. There shouldn't be an income tax. And my understanding is that the income tax was supposed to be temporary. The world is not overpopulated. We have plenty of room and resources for a utopia here on Earth. Yeah, but you know, when you use that word utopia, that doesn't exist. That's just an idea. It's like saying everybody will be equal. It's a kumbaya thing. So utopia, throw that out the box. And if I'm not mistaken, I think that the word utopia means something that can't be realized, or, you know, you got to look at the ontology of that word, like the root of that word. I think means something like that it can't exist or something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong. But anyhow, you know, you're right, Derek. Anyhow, you're right. The world is not overpopulated. If you just go outside and you see all the open spaces, I mean, there's so much space out here, and people could farm their own crops and they can be self-sustainable. You know, the overpopulation is a meme to tax you more. Japan fines tax evaders, but I believe the states make them criminals. It's harsh. Yeah, absolutely. The states make you criminal. You don't pay your taxes out here, Big Daddy will show up and lock you up. And that's what it is. It's they're ruling by violence at the end of the day. So, you know, with people that appear to be nonviolent, in fact, they are when they are proposing a 70% tax on people, because how are you going to collect that tax ultimately? If someone doesn't pay it, you're going to show up and make them pay it through violence. So these people that they act all virtuous, they're virtue signaling out there. At the end of the day, they support violence by Big Daddy so that they can get their taxes. So, you know, snipe them out the box. Indeed, snipe them out the box. I believe the world is overpopulated. If corporate farming and the system in general collapse, the population will also. Yeah, that's not due to overpopulation, revolutionists. That's due to people's ignorance. They don't even know how to support themselves. They've been basically adopted by the state. They don't know how to raise their own food. They've never even killed an animal or gutted it. They don't even know how to cook. Most people don't even cook for themselves. They're just ordering Uber Eats and delivery all day. They don't even know how to whip up a steak for the family out there. So I don't think it's a problem with overpopulation. It's a problem with ignorance. And most ignorant people will probably be caught up if the system collapses. Yes. Cliff Martin says, tell him, Champ. Yeah, we got to keep it 1,000 out here, Cliff. You know, Champ is, you know, I'm fired up after they knocked us off the, online. I may have to take the safety off the clip out here. I've been rolling with a safety, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. Champ has the safety. It may be sounding like I don't have a safety on and I'm shooting at whatever moves, but I got the safety on. I may have to take it off. And, you know, we'll see. It's still the morning time. There's kids listening. I want to keep things kosher. Okay? People are domesticated, thereby if the system goes down, the population will halve. Yeah, absolutely. That's not due to overpopulation. That's due to domestication and ignorance of how to be self-sustainable. It has nothing to do with overpopulation. It's, you know, people are overly ignorant. That's probably the better definition. Some people don't even know how to reproduce. Absolutely. You know, there's people out there, you know, they don't even want families. Okay, they fell for the meme out there. Oh, you know, I'm not ready for kids. I shouldn't have a fam. It costs too much. People out there more focused on themselves than building a family and a community and being self-sustainable. They fell for the meme out there, but it's by design out there, boomers. But little by little, I believe that some people are being awakened, and the alternative frequencies are bringing people together here online to gather to hear the good word. And boomers like Revolutionist, Derek, Cliff, CryptoZilla, Nano Joe will continue spreading that good word and hopefully enlightening others to be more self-sustainable. And that's why we will be we continue to talk about self-improvement there on Fridays. And we'll be doing that today. If you're just tuning in, it's the voice here. We talked about a possible Bitcoin ally at the World Bank. I don't know if this is a Trojan horse or not, but apparently this gentleman thinks that anything under 5,000 is a buy, and his name is El Arian or Arain. I don't know how to pronounce that, but you know, he's right now the chief economic advisor at Alliance, which is another financial outfit, and he's being watched and nominated perhaps by Trump to be the head of the Central World Bank. You know, some people are taking this as a good thing because Utterman, the other gentleman that was involved with the World Bank, he thought that regulators should outlaw crypto. So he was completely like, outlaw it. This gentleman is not talking about an outlaw on crypto. He's talking about, you know, we're not at the adoption levels that some people like, and things may go slower, and that's what it is. CryptoZilla says, but people behind bars and destroying the income generation potential is really stupid cruelty. Exactly, CryptoZilla. But, you know, again, these people, okay, they're not good people. Okay, if you're, you know, you're either building or destroying out there. And I've told you guys so many times, you could see who's what, or you could see what someone's really made on based on what they create, on their fruits. And if you guys are not bearing good fruits, then you're destroying. Indeed. Shout out to CryptoZilla, Revolutionist, Derek McLean, Cliff Martin, Nano Joe. He paid almost $10K a year in federal income taxes. This is theft. Indeed. And what's funny about it is that they try to send it back to you like if they're hooking you up with a refund. And then the normies, they swallow it all up. Oh, I got money. They gave me back money. You know, guys, that was your money from the beginning. Okay? It's a joke. 37 minutes on this broadcast after we got knocked off 3 times out here by the PC police. We'll be firing up another broadcast in just a moment. We'll talk about whatever you guys like. I was thinking about talking about the truth about meditation. We haven't talked about meditation, and you know, maybe we could address that. I think that's a route that some people take for self-improvement, and some have found some good results with it. And I want to talk a little bit more about that and other things. Let me know if you have any other topics that I should fire up on this second broadcast, but champagne is here. I agree. Anything under 4K, I'm buying. Yeah, I just shared this gentleman's statements here on an interview. You guys could check out the whole entire article down below on ccn.com. If there's no more comments and questions, I may turn this broadcast off and start up the next one where we could talk about things aside from crypto. Shout out to Cliff, CryptoZilla, Revolutionist, Derek McLean, the rest of the boomers out there, Nano. The crypto brothers are in the box 19 watching. A possible Bitcoin ally at the World Bank might be appointed by Donald Trump. Does Donald Trump appoint the World Bank leader? I mean, I don't understand this. You know, I don't understand how that works. But what we do know is that whoever runs the banks are not voted in by the people. Okay, so that's one that's for sure. You don't get to vote who runs the bank, guys. They don't trust you with that one. Offset as much as you can with a side business to expense things, since having a job doesn't let you expense crap. The system is against job holders. Right, you know, if you become a little more educated, there's ways to skirt around and pay less taxes legally. Okay, but that requires people to, you know, pay attention and have a little bit of knowledge of the system, of the tricks of the trade here. Champ is speaking facts today. Yeah, Derek, we're always speaking facts. Sometimes I get a little more fired up than others, but you know, I felt some type of way after they knocked me off 3 times. I was watching other people's streams, and I see that they do the same thing to other streamers. Cliff paid $40K in taxes. That's horrible. Our condolences. Let's talk meditation, says Derek McLean. Yeah, maybe we'll talk about that. You know, we'll talk about some meditation or whatnot, and other general self-improvement routes that people seem to find beneficial. You know, we talked about a lot of diet and exercise, so let's talk about other things. You know, the name of the game out here is to become a better boomer. Listen, guys, we all know that there's funny bunny in the world, okay? There's tricks out there, okay? We need to steer clear of them, become more self-sustainable, and turn off the BS. Shout out to Cliff, Derek, CryptoZilla. Okay, guys, I'm going to turn this broadcast off. We'll be back with our general self-improvement chat in just a moment. Don't go anywhere. Go get yourself a little orange juice or a little coffee or whatever it is that you're doing. I don't need you guys drinking too early in the morning right now. Some of you guys it's in the afternoon, early afternoon for you guys. I know it's Friday, but, you know, wait till, you know, I've never been one that thinks that it's okay to be drinking during the day. You know, sometimes you're at the beach or whatnot, you know, but in that case, make sure you're drinking some whey protein, guys. Get a coffee. All right, guys. I'll be back in just a moment. We'll talk about meditation. We're gonna go ahead and talk about meditation today, amongst other things. You know, we'll always talk about crypto diet and exercise in those streams. And if you have any other questions, we'll address them. Okay. Shout out to Truce. I see you, CryptoZilla, Derek McLean, Revolutionist, Cliff Martin, and the rest of the boomers out here. I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I'll be back in about 5 minutes, and we'll do our second live stream of the day. It's the voice of the blockchain here, Satoshi's biggest cousin, cryptography's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thanks for tuning in.